Hey, everybody, let me ask you a question this morning. What comes to mind when you think about church? Maybe for you, you think about stained glass windows, or maybe for some, you think about, a fog machine and a great worship team leading in worship. Maybe you think about a certain preacher, but maybe for you, you think about, great youth programs, children's church. Maybe you think about the fellowship, the body of Christ, your friends, your family together. Maybe for some of you, maybe you think about hypocrites, people that have hurt you. Maybe for some, maybe you grew up in church and, you love the church, but you haven't been a part of it for a while. Life's got a little crazy and it's kind of got pushed to the side. Maybe for some of you, you think about the worldwide church, the body of Christ all around the world of people who have chosen to follow Jesus. It's so important to think about this. We've been talking about at our church on Wednesday nights in Ephesians how God sees the church, that God sees the church as his bride, that God is so in love with his church. And in Ephesians, he tells us that we as the church are actually God's inheritance, that we are his reward, that he's looking forward to us. Now, for us, we probably think, man, seems like God got the raw deal on this. I mean, we get heaven, we get eternity with God, and he gets us. But yet, that's what he wants. He's completely head over heels in love with you and his body of Christ, his church. So let me ask you, do you see the church that way? Do you see it the way God sees it? Are you just in love with the body of Christ completely? I kind of think of it this way. My mom's kind of an avid puzzle maker or put her together, however you want to call it. And she's always got a puzzle going. And when she'll start off, she has this big box that she works it in. And, you'll see it slowly progress. And as pieces are added, the picture becomes more clear. And finally, when it's done, the pieces are all there. Man, it's an amazing sight to see. I kind of look at the church that way, that, a lot of times in churches, we may look at a church and we think, man, how can this church ever accomplish anything? But then God starts to put the pieces of the puzzle together. He brings the right people in with the right gifts and the right talents, because every one of you have a gift or talent that's part of that puzzle. And once it's together, man, God does amazing things. And so my encouragement today is, realize how God sees the church, and may we fall in love with the church the way God sees it. And if you've got away from church for a season, don't give up. Come back. Churches need you. They need you to be a part of that puzzle, which is not just a boring little place that you have to go to on Sunday. It's a place that you're a part of. It's a body that you're a part of. It's something that goes on during the week, that you are the church. But we come together on Sundays to encourage each other and strengthen each other, but most of all, worship our God that we will serve eternally together. So, love you guys. Think about the church. Think about how God sees it. Talk to you tomorrow.